Hello guys and welcome to Mark's Shrimp Tanks. Today we're going to be doing some Bucephalandra tying, if I can untangle it here. There you go. Roger Ellingston at Relicon Aqua has kindly sent me all of this Bucephalandra. Look how much it is. What the you know how much this would have cost me if I had to buy it individually? Most sellers will sell you this stuff for example, one of these would normally cost you about $5, $6, $7 for one. Okay, so look how much stuff he sent me. I'm amazed. Okay, so today we're going to do tying. I have a couple of different ways I can do this if I don't smash my toes into the chair again. See if I can do it. Important whenever you deal with plants in aquariums that you use a spray bottle, because you want to keep the plants moist all the time, okay? So always give them a little spray periodically like this. And whatever medium that you want to tie to as well, in this case it's going to be lava rock for us. Lava rock is probably one of the best mediums you can get for aquariums in general, not just for shrimp tanks. It is highly porous. If I could get tons of this stuff here for my filters, the ones that I have up there, this is what I would use. It's important that you give all this stuff a spray as well, because of it being porous, it will suck in the water basically. Okay, so you want to soak all the little bits that you have. And then you want to choose the pieces of Bucephalandra that you want to tie. Okay, so I'm going to go with the biggest pieces first because it'll be easiest for me to tie. There's a few ways you could do it. Cable ties is the easy way to do it, but it doesn't always look the best. You can use thread, which is a little bit pernickety. Not pernickety. One of the easiest ways is to use super glue. For the first one, I'm going to use this tiny little small bit, and we're going to use some of this Bucephalandra here. Unfortunately though, I'm not really clued up on Bucephalandra names, so we are just going to have to go with it, I think. I like to eyeball the pieces of Bucephalandra up with whatever I'm going to attach it to. So the way it looks the best is the way I'm going to attach it, okay? So like this way, for example. That will look lovely attached to the top of this, you know what I think? I think so. Actually, would the top piece look a little bit better because it's a bit thicker up here? It's a nice flat area. I'm going to use the super glue in this first one, and it will go like this. You have to remember, guys, as well, the first cuts are always the nastiest looking until it grows in. It's the same as any plant. Okay. So I'm going to get some super glue. And I always hear people talking about super glue and saying it's controversial, it's bad for your tanks, etc. This stuff has been used for years in aquariums. You just want to put some on your item, wherever you want it to stick, like so. I think I've forgotten how many times I've explained to people what actually super glue was intended to be used for. You just give it a press down. I'm going to tell you what it was intended to be used for because it's relevant to what we're doing here today. As far as I'm aware, super glue was made for basically it was made for binding wounds together during the Vietnam War. It's used to stick skin together, okay? So that is why it works with us gluing wet things to each other. Now I should only have to hold this for a few seconds and it should be stuck. And it is stuck already. And then you're going to give it a spray, because the thing about super glue is it's water reactive. Right, so the more water you put on it, the more it will stick basically. Okay, and there is our first piece. It's up to you if you want to trim it all around to make it look pretty, but I don't think I will. I think that'll look nice in the tank as it is. By the way, guys, as well, every little bit of Bucephalandra that falls off, if you have any rhizome on it, keep it because it will go. Okay, let's try another one. It's important when you do this that you trim the roots to the size of the the plant that you want to cut, so you have to always eyeball up where you want the plant to go. So I want this one to go roughly here. Just turn it around maybe, yeah, that way's a little bit better. So I plan to put a few on this individual piece, right? So we're going to cut the bottom off. If you cut any of the rhizome off, remember guys that you can keep it and it will grow again, okay? So I've marked it here with my special marking eye. We're going to super glue it along this edge here. You want to try and do this a little bit quick because that super glue will go into the lava rock, okay? So you just want to hold it there for a minute, like so. And when you remove your fingers, it should be stuck. Now it's up to you how many pieces of Bucephalandra you want to put on this type of rock. I'm going to put a few stems on here, like so, you see. It might still be a little bit wet in there, so just be careful. You don't want to stick your fingers together. I'm going to try another one. They don't have to be beautiful stems in the beginning because they will grow. Alright, so I'm going to cut the roots off. The bottom of this one is up to you entirely if you want to cut the roots off. I always do. And then we're going to place this one close to this one. Maybe something like that, you see? On the opposite corner. Right, and then you stick your Bucephalandra to the rock, like so, and just hold it. Just hold it there for a few seconds and try not to stick your hand to the rock. Alright, there you go, it's stuck already. Now this will continue to get stickier and stickier the more water you add to it because that's the way super glue works. It's up to you how many Bucephalandra you stick to the rock. Let's see, should we do one more? I was going to show you me using cable ties and thread as an example, but I think it is in your interest to use super glue because it is so easy. Now, which ones have we not tied yet? Let's see, we've done the small one here, done that huge large one over here. Is that one big, very big one here? Let's see. What is this type? Now this one's very big, and I only have the small rocks here, so it might not be a good idea for us to do these ones next. Let's try these ones. Aren't these gorgeous? Look at them. So if you guys, if you live in Scandinavia, please go and check out Roger's website. That's a beautiful little rock, isn't it? Please go check out Roger's website, which I will leave links for in the description. It is basically a Facebook page. He's also an admin on my aquarium shrimp keeping page. I'm going to put a helpful, quite a bit of super glue on this one. There's quite a bit of Bucephalandra to go here. Oh, I didn't want that to go in my hand though, it nearly did. Did you see that? Right. Just press it on. And then hold. So yeah, Roger's pretty useful if you live in Scandinavia specifically. Plants he could probably ship anywhere in the world. If you want to buy shrimp from him, you're probably best to be within Scandinavia. Or if you want to pay for like express, you can probably order shrimp through him that way. This one's going to look gorgeous actually, this little bit. See? How easy is that? That is far easier than using tape, etc. Tape. Tying it. Give it a little squeeze. There you have how to basically attach your Bucephalandra to rocks. And remember what I said guys, when you put these in the tanks in the beginning, they won't look that beautiful. Not for a little while. Anyway. So I hope you've enjoyed today's little lesson. I have. I'll catch you on the next time. Happy shrimp keeping guys.